بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اقترب للناس حسابهم وهم في غفلة معرضون ما يأتيهم من ذكر من ربهم محدث إلا استمعوه وهم يلعبون لاهية قلوبهم وأسروا النجوى الذين ظلموا هل هذا إلا بشر مثلكم أفتأتون السحر وأنتم تبصرون قال ربي يعلم القول في السماء والأرض وهو السميع العليم.
Ladies and gentlemen, our audible orders and respectful order to you teachers. Finally, we're back for the annual festival.
As you know, there's a rapid development in technology in the world around us.
Today, we're gonna see one of the latest innovations that's totally gonna change the world around us.
Today's topic is about metaverse.
Surely you have heard this word before.
What's metaverse?
Let's see.
The coronavirus is the biggest threat the world has faced for decades. All over the world, we're seeing the devastating impact of this invisible killer. Experts say SARS-CoV-2 originated in bats.
The virus made the jump to humans at one of Wuhan's open-air wet markets. There, where customers buy fresh meat and fish, including animals that are killed on the spot.
Some wet markets sell wild or banned species, like cobras, wild boars, and raccoon dogs. Crowded conditions can let viruses from different animals swap genes. Sometimes the virus changes so much that it can start to infect and spread among people.
That was what we know about the virus, first detected in Wuhan, China.
Stay home, save lives.
Good morning, Sarah.
Good morning.
CEO Zuckerberg introduced what he calls the metaverse, a platform where users can interact using virtual and augmented realities. Let's watch it.
It is time for us to adopt a new company brand to encompass everything that we do. To reflect who we are and what we hope to build, I am proud to announce that starting today, our company is now Meta. Our mission remains the same. It's still about bringing people together. Our apps and their brands, they're not changing either. And we are still the company that designs technology around people.
What do you think the world will be able to do during the metaverse?
You know, actually so many things. Things like to go to a virtual concert or a party, take a trip online, buy and try on digital clothing. You know, also the metaverse could be like a game changer for the work from home shift in the coronavirus pandemic. So instead of seeing the co-workers on a video call grid, employees could see them virtually.
Those were the top stories for this evening. Good day.
Mario, did you choose a topic? Yes, it's a group project. So I decided with my friends to do it on a recital.
That's great. It's a very important topic. What do you think, Adam? Adam, are you with us? I'm talking to you.
He will not answer.
What's wrong with him?
Now, this is Adam. Once he wears these glasses, he can't hear us or talk to us.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm so worried about him. I tried many times to talk to him, but I failed.
Since when he was wearing these glasses?
Since we bought them to him, when he asked him to have them like his peers. I've never been with people who are isolated like that. Also, he's not doing well in his studies. Yes, that's right. I saw him today outside his class. Teacher kicked him out because he wasn't concentrating.
You should please go to your room. Why didn't you tell me that before?
I didn't expect it to be that dark. I was going.
Because you're not good enough to your kids, Adam.
Your kids? I'm the only my kids. What about you? What about your own and our life? Whenever I told you about any problem regarding the child, you tell me that I had a lot of work and you know them better. Just deal with it. And now you tell me that it's my fault? No, I will not accept that.
Do not blame my dear. I work all the time to get enough money for you all.
And I'm paid, right? What about the housework?
You're right. It's our fault. What are we going to do now?
All mothers are suffering and complaining from the same issue with their children who have the same glasses.
What about our son? What are we going to do with him? We need him between us. We need him to get back to us again. He doesn't socialize, he doesn't talk, he doesn't learn or eat. What will we do?
I had some advice from one of the doctors. We can do it.
Which is,
To take him to a psychiatrist. He can tell you what exactly happened to him and how to deal with it.
okay, go ahead.
It is so good.
Now, someone, he doesn't seem well for days now. He doesn't talk to us. He doesn't share anything with us. He's always sitting in his room. He doesn't want to come with us to any family gatherings or even meet his own friends. What makes it unbearable is that I received a warning letter from his friends. They told us that he is about to fail his semester.
Exactly. The student wasn't responding to anything, right?
Since he had the glasses.
Oh, she's just for 10 minutes, please. Hello, Adam. How are you?
I'm fine.
Tell me, Adam, how do you spend your time?
Show my glasses.
How do you watch while using these glasses?
You can see differently. You can choose whatever place or situation you need. It's according to my need.
How do you feel about weird?
I feel like this.
That's all.
I feel like cancelled and the things need more adventure than I.
You don't feel like missing anything around? Family, parents, friends? You feel like it's a rule now? You understand enough?
No, I love my family. If I'm enjoying something new today, I'll love it. I have everything. I'm really enjoying my time.
Here, how about your school? You have to take it back. You're not a child. It's very broken now. Finish your stuff with high grades. Come on, it's your failure.
I don't have to go to school. I can't learn to see instruments. If I don't understand anything, I can't search for it. I'll never understand it. I can't travel and go wherever I want without making any effort.
Let Adam's mother enter. Please enter. This is for 10 minutes, please. First of all, you have to be calm as much as you can. You don't even want to keep the view of this important. That's the news. Now, to deal with the must win. You change mentally, physically, and it's hard to get back to the
Now, I need a solution. I tried many times of breaking his glasses, but once I get closer with him, he becomes very nervous. I'm afraid that he may harm himself.
No, don't harm yourself. Because everything socially, occasional, and mentally.
So,
So we are over to control that. First of all, I would like to show you and his fault. And that's what him and he released. It's a good him to have these bosses all stay with all day. I know it's not easy, but it's not useless. It's not supposed to be as forward. We have old schedule every day, so we don't have time to work with bosses. So sometimes seeing things that we're supposed to see by using these bosses, and always make sure the gatherings, stations outside, then there's nothing left to do.
thanks a lot. I'll do that.
Good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Hi guys, how are you?
Fine, thanks.
Thanks, sit down. Today we'll be talking about facts concerning solar system. First, the hottest planet in our solar system is Venus, as it has a lot of gases in its atmosphere that means a constant temperature of 164. Second, Mercury, Earth, Venus, and Mars are known as the inner planets because they orbit closest to the Sun. Third, light travels from the Sun to the Earth in less than 10 minutes. Fourth, there are approximately 100 to 1,000 million stars in the Milky Way. Fifth, Neptune is nearly 165 Earth-years away from the Sun, as Neptune has a very slow orbit speed of 3.37 miles per second. So, guys, now, who's ready to see this facts that I have just said now? Guys, you don't understand?
Teacher, I just can't imagine. I just didn't get them.
Okay. What about letting you experience those facts yourselves?
Yeah.
Wear your glasses and let's have a closer look in the space. What do you notice? Look around and tell me. I have used those questions in connecting everything I have attempted to teach. Do you imagine doing how that matters in the whole learning process?
Yeah, gotcha. It makes learning an object of attention in the classroom.
And it encourages students to experience their own learning instead of receiving everything possible from your teacher.
Exactly. You have made me so enthusiastic to do the same thing in my session now.
Oh, so great that
Hey, don't you have breakfast with us? Wait for me. I'll be free after the session.
Okay, I'll be ready for you this afternoon.
I'll be there. Hi guys.
Good morning, teacher. How are you?
Fine. Thank you, Sudan.
Today,
We will be talking about one of the most important museum projects. Do you have any idea what museum I'm talking about? Yes, please.
National Museum of Ancient Civilization.
Excellent platform. And why that museum is different from the rest of the museums? Not only in Egypt, but in the whole Middle East and North Africa. You'll find yourself in the museum itself. Take your notebook and pen, write everything that makes that museum different and unique. You'll take a tour there for an hour. After that, you'll share with me the information that you got. Now, wear your glasses.
comfortable with such classes. So, how can we take advantage of the metaverse and avoid being one of the herds? Now, I will share with you my experience. I'm one of a very humble family, and I succeeded to be one of the 10 top scientists all over the world. I've invented 2 inventions. I've achieved all of this while a big crowd of people are still stuck in what they call metaverse. I just want you to ask yourself one simple question. Where am I after 10 years? Is it okay for you to end up your journey with being among the rest of the people, living in another world, which is not real? Years pass and you're in the same place, you're with the same people, you're in the same job, and you didn't achieve any kind of progress. If you feel comfortable with this, keep wearing your glasses, living the rest of your life in your own room, in your bed. If not, you have to be aware of what you should do, set a plan, and be committed to following it. It's your choice.
فكيف إذا جمعناهم ليوم لا ريب فيه ووفيت كل نفس ما كسبت وهم لا يظلمون قل اللهم مالك الملك تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتنزع الملك ممن تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير إنك على كل شيء قدير تولج الليل في النهار وتولج النهار في الليل وتخرج الحي من الميت وتخرج الميت من الحي وترزق من تشاء بغير حساب. صدق الله.
Product must be original and adaptive to reality, or in other words, useful or valuable. Creativity is considered the process of being one, in which new and valued ideas are generated. What about innovation? Well, let me first draw your attention to the fact that creativity and innovation are interrelated. The definition of creativity is useful for understanding innovation, because the former yields the latter. A traditional view of the relationship between creativity and innovation is to say that creativity is the idea and innovation is doing something about it. In other words, innovation is bringing to creative ideas.
Please allow me to take you to a different dimension of the same title, creativity and innovation. It's 1793. And King Louis XVI had just been executed, and helpless France is left to battle England on its own. Meanwhile, in America, a completely different battle is about to begin. Secretary of State Jefferson suggests providing help to the French, while Secretary of Treasury Hamilton, he views things from another perspective, and we're yet to know who wins the cabinet battle. is a major driver for cultural evolution and human history up till today. This century saw a large increase in weapons innovation, but also their ability to affect the entire planet. One of these weapons is airplanes, which were used on a large scale on the battlefield in World War II. World War II witnessed a tremendous growth in the size of the American military aviation, from 2,500 airplanes to nearly 300,000 by the end of this war.
In All My Sons, the drama we're studying this year, Joe Keller is an apparently successful businessman who made his fortune by selling airplane parts to the army during World War II. Not wanting to slow business, he sent out a batch that he knew to be defective, and 21 pilots died as a result. Keller was arrested and tried, but lied, saying that the parts went out without his knowledge, and his partner, Steve Deaver, was the one who had covered it up. Deaver was sent to jail, and Keller was found innocent. One of his sons, Larry, is missing in action, but the mother, Kate, insists that their son is still alive, though we later learned that he committed suicide on learning of his father's arrest. When their other son, Chris, asks Larry's old girlfriend, who happens to be Deaver's daughter Anne, to marry him. It causes tension, which results in Keller's deceit coming out. Chris fought during the war and watched many of his peers die. So, discovering his father's guilt, he totally rejects him. And when we learn, while Larry died, Keller finally accepts his responsibility for the crime and kills himself. Now, we shall watch a brief summary of the play, All My Sons.
While Chris and Joe are talking, Mother enters holding her head as she has a headache.
I had a terrible night last night. I never had a night like that before.
What was it, Mom?
More than a dream.
That's Larry.
I was fast asleep and remember the way he used to fly low past the house when he was in training? When we used to see his face in the cockpit? going by. That's the way I saw him, only high up. Way up where the clouds are. It was so real, I could reach out and touch him. And suddenly he started to fall and crying to me, Mom, I could hear him like he was in the room. Mom, if I could touch him, I knew I could stop him if I could only... I woke up and it was so funny. The wind, it was like the roaring of the wind. I must have slept in half asleep. I could hear that roaring like he was going by. And the tree snapped right in front of me. And I came awake. See? We should have never planted that tree in the first place. I told you so. It was too soon to plant a tree for him. Everybody was in such a hurry to bury him. I said not to plant it yet. I told you to.
Anne enters, greeting the group, and Frank follows her.
Hi.
Annie, how are you? How's your brother?
Oh, good. It's an office now.
Oh, and your father?
Fine. I'll be in to see you.
Okay, that's good. See you later.
Do they still talk about the case, Joe? Do they still talk about you?
The only one still talks about it is my wife.
That's because you will keep up. Please, madam. All the parents need help. Straight on the road.
Actually, what happened was, when I got home from this detention, kids got creation to me. You know how kids are. I was like an expert in the history. And as time passed, I'm very confused. And I ended up a detective.
Gosh, it's wonderful to see you laughing about it.
Why?
Last thing I remember on the block was one word. Murderers! Remember that, Kate? Remember Miss Hammond standing in front of our house together tower? She's still around, I suppose. They're all still around.
No, listen to it. Every Saturday night, the whole gang was playing poker in the song. Everybody who was saying murder is now taking my money.
Don't joke. She's a sensitive girl. They still remember about that. It's different with him. He was exonerated. Your father's still there. Honestly, I know how sensitive you are. That's why I wasn't so enthusiastic about your coming. And I told Chris, I said...
Listen, you just find it, and you'll be alright. Then you came home, I just got out of my car. I was looking for the house, and the camera. You should have been there, Andy. And you too, Chris. You would have seen something. That day, everybody knew I was getting out. The butchers were loaded. But none of them believed I was innocent. The story was, I put the fast one, getting myself exonerated. So, I just walked down the street, a finished loaded, with a smile, the beast. I was the beast. The guy who crashed Sunderland, the Army Air Force. The guy who crashed 21 P-40s in Australia. Kid, walking down that street, I was guilty as hell. Except, I wasn't. And I got paper in the pocket to prove it. Result, 14 months later, I have one of the best jobs in the state. Again, respected man, once again. Bigger than ever.
I'm sick of the whole subject. Now cut it out.
Go on, 20, go on like this. Those heads went to P-40s only. He never flew up before.
So let's go those P-40s.
Think, the man was a fool. The don't make a murder out of him. He got no sense. You got a customer. Listen, you gotta appreciate what I was doing in the job, in the war. The both of you. It was a madhouse. Every half hour, the major corridors, citizens. They were damn near women some of the time. And the trucks were running them away apart. And all of a sudden, a batch comes off my crack. That happens. That's the business. A fine hairline crack. So, what does your father do? He takes out these tools and he covers up the crack. It's bad. It's even wrong. But that's what a little man does. If I could have got in that day, I told him, drunken steez, you can afford this. But although he was afraid, as I know he meant me harm, he thought it hold up 100%. It's a mistake, but still murder. You shouldn't feel that way about it. He didn't write it.
Joe, let's forget it.
Annie, the day the news came about Larry, he cried, Annie. He cried half the night.
He should have cried all night.
Joe and Kate get into the house, leaving Anne and Chris talking about him.
What's wrong with you? Even in your letter, there was something ashamed.
Yes, I suppose I've been. But it's going for me.
You've got to tell me.
I don't know how to stop.
It wouldn't work this way.
It's all mixed up with so many other things. You remember overseas? I was in command of the company.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I lost it.
How many?
Just about over.
Oh, geez.
It takes a little time to just there. Because they weren't just men. For instance, one time it had been raining several days, and this kid came to me and gave me his lost pair of dry socks. Put them in my pocket. That's only a little thing, but that's the kind of guys I had. They didn't die. They killed themselves for each other. And I mean that, exactly. A little more selfish, and they would have been here today. I got an idea. Watching them go there. Everything was being destroyed, see? But to make it seem that one new thing was made. Make all responsibility, man for man. Do you understand me? To show that, to bring that onto the earth again? Like some kind of monument, and everyone will feel it, standing there behind it. And it will make a difference. And then I came home, that was incredible. The whole thing to them was, what's accident? I went out with Dad, and Dad tried racing again. And I felt what you said, shame somehow. Because nobody wants to change at all. It seemed to make suckers out of a lot of guys. And I felt wrong to be alive. To open the bank book, got a new car, see the new refrigerator. I mean, you can't take those things out of war, but when you drive that car, you've got to know that it came out of love and hand in hand for hand. And you've got to be a little better close to that. Otherwise, what you have to lose, and there's blood on it. And I didn't want to take any of it, I guess, that included.
And you still feel that way? Because you mustn't feel that way anymore. You have a right to everything you have, Chris. Your money, there's nothing wrong with your money. Your dad put hundreds of planes in the air. You should be proud.
I didn't want you also to feel there was anything wrong for you coming here. That's all. I know a lot of people think my father was guilty. And I assume there might be some question in your mind.
But I never once said I suspected him.
Nobody says it.
I know you love him, Chris. But I could never.
Do you think I could forgive him if he had done such a thing?
I'm not here out of the blue sky, Chris. I turned my back on my father. If anything's wrong right now. George's coming from Dad, and I don't think so it wasn't.
Well, he's welcome here. You have got to speak from George.
Tell me that. Just tell me.
The man is innocent, Dad, remember? He was falsely accused once, and he couldn't throw well. How would you behave if you were faced with the same thing again? And believe me, there is nothing wrong for you. Believe me.
In the other part of the speech, Kate and Joe heard about George's arrival.
You hear that? George is he's a lawyer now. He's a lawyer.
Well, so?
He's smart now. The boy's funny. He's smart.
Preparing himself to pick Georgia, but he didn't finish yet when Dr. Jim, their neighbor, appeared in front of him.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, Jim.
What's wrong with you? You've been worried.
George is coming, and I'm supposed to pick him up from the airport. But I'm not dressed yet.
Don't worry. I'll pick him up for you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Dr. Jim brought George home, but he entered the room to the chemist, finding that Anne and Chris are waiting for them.
What happened to George?
I told them to wait in the car. Listen to me. Can you take some advice? I'm so angry, so take him out of the car.
No, let him in.
Okay.
George enters, greeting them. He looks angry, so Anne tries to relax him.
Sit down, dear. Don't get angry. What's the matter?
And you did a terrible thing. You can never be forgiven. Not even to some important business. You don't know what was done to that man. You don't know what happened.
Of course I know.
You wouldn't know, and you wouldn't even be here. Then came George that day. The man from came and showed him the cylinder heads. They were coming out of the process of defense. There was something wrong with the process. So that came directly here and called for Joe to come down right away. But the morning passed, and there's no sign of Joe. So that called again. By this time, he had over 100 defectives. And they were screaming for stuff, and Dad didn't have anything to ship. So Joe told him, on the phone, Joe told him to cover up the cracks and anything that had shipped him out.
I'm through now.
I'm not thrown out. That was fake. He wanted Joe there if he was going to do it. But he promised to take responsibility on the phone. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot have responsibility on the phone. At any point, you can always deny a phone call, and that's exactly what he did. They knew he was alive the first time, and in the appeal, they believed that wrong lie. Now Joe's the big shot, and your father's capacity. Now what do you do?
So what are you going to do, Joe?
He's too smart for me. I can't prove the phone call.
How did he come here with that rot?
The court didn't know your father. Hey, but you do. You know your father. Joe did it.
Lower your voice, or I'll throw you out of here.
You know your father.
Going well.
And he's that kind of boss to let 121 sister heads be repaired and shipped out of the shop without even knowing about it.
He is that kind of boss.
And that's the same Joe Keller who went around to chip all the butts around.
Same Joe Keller.
And that's the same man who knew exactly how many minutes a day his work was spent on the toilet.
Same man.
And my father, the frightened mouse, would give every my shirt without somebody by his side. He would get such a thing on his own.
On his own. And because he's a frightened mouse, this is another thing he would do. Throw the blame on somebody else. Because he's not man enough to take it himself. He tried it in court, but it didn't work. Well, a fool like you, he was.
Oh, Chris, you don't lie to yourself.
Don't talk like that.
Tell me, Joe, what happened? The court record was good enough for you all these years. Why did you leave it? Why isn't it good now?
Because you believe, Chris, that's the truth. I believed everything because I thought you did.
What do you mean?
Let me go and talk to your father, and in 10 minutes, you're gonna have your answer. Or are you afraid of the answer?
I'm not afraid of the answer. I know the answer.
Let me go.
But my mother is not where right now. I don't want to fight here.
Let me go and talk.
No, George, no, you're not going to start anything now. Someone's coming.
Joe comes to welcome George.
Welcome, George. Have you went to a desk? Well, in a way, I'd like him to know that, as far as I'm concerned, anytime he wants, he's gonna play with me.
He is your boss, Joe. Don't you know?
I imagine it, but that can change too. He was never like that.
He's like that. He likes to take every man who needs money in the world, put him up against the wall.
Maybe a lot of bullets.
And he better not get any.
I'm sad to hear that.
Why? What did he expect to think of me?
I'm sad to hear it hasn't changed. You know what time I knew him? 25 years. He's never done it late. You know that.
Well, yes.
But you do know, because when you come in here, you didn't have to remember. I mean, like in 1957, when we had the shop in Broad Street, and in the end you blew us all up with the heater, he let burning for 2 days without water. And you wouldn't even admit it. Remember that?
Yes, but
I'm just mentioning it, because this is one of a lot of things. Like when you get Frank that money, you must know it.
I know that.
It's good to remember those things. Because the way he kills Frank and all his stuff went down, was it Frank's fault? You listen to him? All the man did was give him a bad tip.
I know those things.
Then remember them. Remember them, George.
Kate enters and tries to calm down George, so she talks to him gently to feel at home again.
Oh, hi, George. Lovely to see you again.
Hi, Kate. You know, you look the same, Kate. You're an old girl. You too, George. You look amazing the same. The whole lot of experience.
Well, I ain't got time to get sick.
He hasn't been laid up in 15 years.
Except for the flu during the war.
Huh?
The flu? Yeah. When I've been sick during the war.
Well, sure. It slipped my mind. Don't look at me that way. He wanted to go to the shop that day, but he couldn't trust himself to that. I thought he had pneumonia.
Why did you say he's never been sick?
I said he was sick, George.
She said you've never been sick.
I know how you feel, kid. If I could have got in that day, I'd never let your dad touch his heads.
And didn't you leave your stay?
Do you remember every time you were sick?
I remember pneumonia. Especially if I died just the day my partner was going to patch up some minutes. Tell me, Joe, what happened on that day?
After looking his atmosphere of tension, Chris confronts his mother, telling her what he decided to do.
Mother? I'm not ahead with the marriage.
Chris, I've never said no to you in my life. Now I say no.
You'll never let him go till I do.
I'll never let him go, and you'll never let him go.
I'll let him go. I'll let him go alone.
And that's your father, though.
He's out of her mind.
All together. Your brother's alive, darling, because of his death. Your father killed him. Do you understand me now? As long as you live, that boy is alive. That does not let the son be killed by his own father. Now you see, don't you? Now
out of your mind.
Then, you didn't.
You never flew up before.
But the others.
She's out of her mind, Chris.
Dad, you didn't.
You never flew up before. What's the matter with you?
Then you didn't do the others.
I didn't do anything. What the hell is the matter with you?
How could you do that? How?
What's the matter with you?
That you killed 21 men.
I didn't kill anyone.
You killed them. You murdered them.
How could I do that?
Then explain it to me. What did you do? Explain it to me or I'll tear you to pieces.
Don't, Chris. Don't.
I'm listening.
If you're going to tag me, then I'm in business. I'm out in business. You're a boy. What could I do? You got 120 grand, you're out of business. You got a process. The process don't work, you're out of business. You don't know how to operate, your stuff is no good. They close you up, they tear up your contracts. What the hell is it to them? You know 40 years into our business and they tear it down in 5 minutes. What could I do? Let them take 40 years away? Let them take my life? I swear to God, I never thought it was closing. I thought to stop it before anybody took off.
Why did you shut it?
I thought by the time it was possible, I have the process running again and to show them that they needed me. But weeks went by and I got no kickback. So I was going to tell them.
Why didn't you tell them?
It was too late. It was all over the front page. 21 down. And then they went to the shops with handguns. What could I do? Chris, it was a chance. And I took it for you. I'm 61 years old. When would I get another chance to do something for you? 61, you don't get another chance, do you?
You didn't knew they were going to hold up in the air.
I didn't say that.
But you were going to warn them not to use them.
That didn't mean.
It means that you knew they'd crash.
It don't mean that.
And you thought they'd crash.
I was afraid. Maybe.
You're afraid, eh? God in heaven, what kind of man are you? You were hanging in the air while yours is. You knew it.
It was business, Chris.
For you. For me? Where do you live? Where have you come from? For me? I was dying every day and you came aboard. And you did it for me. What the hell do you think I was thinking of? The goddamn business? Is that as far as your mind can see? The business? Does it mean the world to you? What the hell are you? You're not even an animal. No animal is old. What the hell are you? What must I do to you? I ought to tell the tongue out of your mouth. What must I do to you?
Chris.
What must I do to you?
Chris, right, Chris. Get the car. I'll put on my jacket.
Why are you going? You sleep. Why are you going?
I can't sleep here. I feel better if I go.
You're so foolish. Larry was your son too. You know I'd never tell you to do this.
Then what is this if not telling me? Sure, it was my son. But I think to him, they were all my sons. And I guess they were. I'll be right down.
You're not going to take him.
I'm taking it.
It's up to you. If you tell him to stay, he'll stay.
No, I can stop him now.
You can stop it. How long will he live in prison? The war is over, didn't you hear? Are you trying to kill him?
What was that in me? I still not fell into the water. Larry didn't kill himself to make you and Dad sorry.
What more can we be?
You can be better, once and for all. You can know that there's a universe of people outside, and you're responsible to it. And unless you know it, you throw your own son away, because that's why we die.
Joe!
I didn't mean to.
Don't, dear. Don't take it on yourself. Forget now. Live! Live!
War poetry, regardless of the era from which it originated, captures themes that carry across generations. It also seeks to create new language, which later generations used as a framework for understanding war history. The poem, War is Never Over.
War is never over, though the treaties may be signed. The memories of the battles are forever in our minds.
War is never over, so when you welcome heroes home, remember, and their minds they hold memories known to them alone.
War is never over. Now veterans know this well. Now, other words bring memories back of their own eternal hell.
War is never over, for I know World War II, and I'll not forget the battles, or the nightmares that ensued.
War is never over. Those have told me to wait till this, for men still awake, 'twas their farewell kiss.
War is never over, though we're in the victory, still in our minds the battle. No, freedom is not free. War is never over.
Tell me why the song we are going to listen to now is talking about the poor children who are suffering in war. The lyrics of the song will keep repeating, "Tell me why," to lead the audience to think and compare between the situation of the poor children, what they are, and what they should be like. The song, "Tell Me Why."
In my dream, children sing a song of love for every boy and girl. The sky is blue and fields are green, and laughter is the language of the world. Then I wake and all I see is a world full of people in need. Tell me why does it have to be like this? Tell me why is there something that I missed? Tell me why, 'cause I don't understand when so many needs are gone. We don't give a helping hand. Tell me why. I ask myself, what when I have to do to be a man? Do again, stand and fight, to prove to everybody who I am. Is that what my life is for? To waste in a world full of war.
شكرا جزيلا لحضراتكم. ويعني انا بس مش عارف اتكلم اشكر مين ولا مين. طبعا بشكر وزاره المدرسه على اتاحه الفرصه ان احنا نقدم يعني عمل مش كبير قوي ولا حاجه، ولكن اتمنى ان هو يكون عجبكم نوعا ما.
انا طبعا احب اشكر استاذ ايهاب على المجهود الرائع اللي عمله، والفريق بتاعه حقيقي فريق مميز. البنات والولاد فعلا عملوا شغل رائع، فعلا شكرا ليكم.